Haribol, speak the word of God. Be good conscious. Be God conscious. Be kind. Be compassionate. Treat others as you want them to be treated. My name is Veronica, and I'm doing a little, recording a documentary because I run every morning and there's a different experience. Every day is a different experience. I was born in Trinidad and Tobago, and Trinidad is one of the largest natural asphalt in the world, which they sold to China. So hopefully somebody from Trinidad will pump up the volume and do some tourists. I know I said that before, but I just want to repeat it because maybe somebody might know something or know somebody who knows somebody. So this morning when I went, the whole parking lot was empty. It was nobody there, empty. The skies were pretty clear. There were a few curious clouds, I will say. Um, okay, I'm sorry I roll my eyes, but I'm not gonna say it. So whilst I was doing my routine, this truck came up. It's like a those Hummer, those big ones, brand new. The person who was driving it could have been a movie star, and then came right into my circle. I mean, so close that my bottle of water was there, and he drove over my bottle of water. That's how close. That's the second person who broke that circle, and he wouldn't leave at all. So, and like I said, this is the reason I'm making this because it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, even you don't understand what I'm talking about, but I'm from the future, and you'll come back and look at this, and we'll all know what this is all about. Okay, so when I told my daughter the last episode I had, she's like, "You're making too much out of this. Just say hi, how you doing? I come here every morning," and something like that. Okay, so one of the things that you learn in certain situations is the first one: speak, lose. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you ever work out in your life, I mean, seriously work out, you will know that's one of the protocols. You don't interrupt somebody while they're working out. Like even the cops came one morning. I'm busy, I'm touching the floor, I'm flipping backwards and he's like, "What are you doing?" I didn't even answer because that didn't even, I was so upset. You asked me such a dumbass question. You see me working out. So anyway, that's why you don't stop. I don't stop and talk to people when I'm working out. Plus, there's an example like in the Miami, they were doing like Harinam, we go singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All through the streets, Miami, South Beach, everywhere. And this huge, really expensive car just came out. I'm not good with models, okay, so that's why I don't mention models. But it was a really expensive car that just came out, and it was convertible. So they put the Hare Krishnas in the back of the car, and all road while they're driving, the Hare Krishnas busy doing their chanting still. And then they came out, as they step out of the car, the photographer, the news people, everybody's like, "So, what do you think about this car?" And they said, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna." We don't break it to talk to people. When you're in that world, you don't come into this material world. We don't do that. This guy was in my space this morning. I unplugged my headphones. "What do you want?" And I would not even repeat what he said. Just think about it. I'm a woman, and what will somebody say to somebody that will be so vulgarly offensive? I mean, if you see somebody praying, that's how ignorant and dumb people are. I mean, even if you do agree with the prayers, walk away. Don't mess with somebody who's praying. God don't play. So when he said that, I was like, "Ask God." And he's like, "God said okay." I was like, "Well, God didn't say okay to me." And I was like, something I told him about, okay, my son. And when I say my son, he bowed his head because that like kind of break it. Cause dude, come on. I listen, all he's seeing is my hands. I mean, actually my fingers because I have gloves all here. So all he's seeing is my fingers, my face, and of course my hair. You know, my hair have to be in it. That's it. I'm fully covered and with full big clothes. So it's not like I'm looking or inviting anything, okay? So that was disturbing for me in a way, but not too much, mostly for the person that did it. So I immediately had to pray for them because God don't play. God don't play. One thing God don't like is when you talk bad about his devotees, you know, people who trying to serve him, which I am very guilty of, and yeah, I'm very bad about that. And the second thing is that don't talk, don't be offensive to God devotees. You know, people who is praying, even if they, no matter if their life looks the most sinful, even if you see them going to church, don't mess with those people, cause at least they're trying. You know what I'm saying? I am hoping that if you're watching this far, that somehow or there that you will open up, you know, open up your mind and realize that it's not just I born a little baby, a little kindergarten, I did some school, I did some college, I get married, I have some kids and I die. What if is that what life is all about? That's it? You're a freaking animal? No. As a matter of fact, we live every way like an animal. You know, we sleep, they sleep. We eat, they eat. We have sex to reproduce, they have sex to reproduce. We defend and, you know, make our house and they do the same with theirs. The only thing that we step aside from the animal from is sex. Because why? We have free will and we could do it whenever. Sex is the purpose of sex is for reproduction. That's it. So let's say you're married and you already have your kids. Between you and your wife, you should already decide what it is that you're going to be producing. You know, maybe this business here or that here. Talk about it or something. Don't just for the fun like an animal. An animal don't have sex for fun or the pleasure. They do have pleasure, but actually that's not actually pleasure, but that's a whole different biological thing. But they don't have sex just for, you know, the lusty pleasure. They have sex to reproduce. She lets go a scent, he picks it up, and you know the chemistry and the make. That's it. After she get pregnant, he don't have no. He's done. That's it. His job is done. She also not interested because now she's like, you know, a mom to be or whatever. So that's the whole purpose about sex. I cannot believe I talked the whole freaking thing there. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna dance now. Wait, before I get ready to dance, anybody who watched this video this far, I'm gonna make a little potion for you. Okay, this is how you use it. When you look at this, it's not gonna be here. It's gonna be the next video or one of those. It's gonna be a little bit more than a minute. That's how you know it's gonna be. You alone gonna know what I'm doing. I'm gonna make a potion that's gonna get rid of your anxiety, of this stuff that's, you know, that's bothering you. It's not like it's gonna go away, but you're gonna find the solution for it. Okay, um, that problem that's irking you and beating you down, that's gonna go away. When it goes away, you gotta feed like at least 5 little kids or something like that. And then you could come back if you want to get more. If you just do it one time and you don't do any thankful gestures about it, it's not gonna happen again. But you have a one chance, and only people who watch this video will know. Look at it, it's gonna happen today. I'm gonna make a potion for you, a magic potion that's gonna get rid of all your problems. That doesn't mean that you're gonna live la 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 and happy happy. You're gonna have challenges, but you're gonna have the answers for the challenges. It's gonna take you closer to God. Be aware of that. Haribol, be happy.